Level 1. $0. You have $11 in your bank account. Not $11 and some change, exactly $11. You know the number because you checked it this morning, then checked it again at noon, then once more before bed. Your phone bill is due in 4 days. You don't tell anyone. You smile at work. You laugh at lunch. You nod when your coworker talks about his weekend trip. Inside, you're doing math every second of every day. $11 minus the bus fare. Minus the coffee you shouldn't have bought. Minus the $3 you owe your roommate. You eat rice and eggs for the third night in a row. Not because you like it, because it's the only combination that costs less than $1 per meal. You lie in bed and stare at the ceiling, and you make a decision. Not a plan, not a strategy, just a decision. Never again. Level 2, 1,000. It took you 4 months to save that first 1,000. 4 months of no Ubers, no eating out, no new clothes, no saying yes to anything that costs money. It sits in your account and you don't touch it. That's new. You've never had money you didn't immediately need. You start reading. YouTube videos at midnight, Reddit threads on personal finance, a cracked PDF of a book you couldn't afford to buy. You learn one word that changes everything. Leverage. You open a side hustle, small, embarrassing even. You flip used sneakers on eBay. You edit videos for a local business for $75 a pop. You deliver food on weekends until your back hurts. Nobody knows. Your friends are at bars. You're in your room, packing boxes under a single lamp. Your account hits $2,400, and $3,100, then $5,000. Something shifts in your chest. Not happiness, not yet. Something quieter. Control. Level 3, $10,000. $10,000 feels like a different language. 6 months ago, you were counting change for the bus. Now you have $10,000 in a high-yield savings account earning 5.2% APY. You know the APY, you track it weekly. You're not rich. You know you're not rich. But you're not scared of the first of the month anymore. You quit the food delivery. You go deeper on the side hustle. You raise your prices. You learn to say no to low-paying clients without apologizing. You watch how people with money move. They don't rush, they don't chase, they wait. You start investing. $200 a month into index funds. Nothing exciting, nothing flashy, just consistent. Your coworkers spend their bonus on a vacation. You invest yours. They think you're boring. You let them. Level 4, $50,000. You didn't see it coming. Most people don't. You got offered a better job. You took it. You negotiated the salary for the first time in your life and got $9,000 more than the original offer. That negotiation took 3 minutes. 3 minutes, $9,000. You think about that a lot. Your savings hit $50,000. And for the first time, money starts to make more money while you sleep. Dividends hit your account on a Tuesday morning while you're drinking coffee. It's not a lot. $34.17. But you didn't do anything to earn it. Nothing. You start to understand what the wealthy have always known. Time is the asset. Money is just the tool. Your lifestyle hasn't changed much. Same apartment, same car. But your relationship with money has completely transformed. You're not emotional about it anymore. You don't celebrate when it goes up. You don't panic when it dips. You just let it work. Level 5, $100,000. 6 figures. You say it quietly to yourself one morning, not to anyone else. There's no one to call. No one who would fully understand what it took. You hit $100,000 in your investment account, and the strangest thing happens. You feel nothing. No fireworks, no party, just you, alone, staring at a number on a screen. Then the hunger hits. Not for money exactly, for something bigger. You start a real business, not a side hustle, a real one. LLC filed, business bank account open, first client landed. You charge more than you ever thought you could ask for. They pay without hesitation. That one moment rewires your brain permanently. You begin to see that price is a story. And you've been telling yourself a very cheap one. You hire your first contractor, $25 an hour. You pay them to do the things you used to do for free. Your revenue that month, $8,400. You're not an employee anymore. You're an operator. Level 6, $500,000. $500,000. Not all liquid. Some in real estate, some in the market, some in the business. But it's yours. You move apartments. Nothing crazy. Just a building where the elevator works and the walls are thick. You sleep better. You didn't realize how much the noise was killing you until the silence replaced it. Your business now has 3 contractors and a part-time manager. You work 4 hours a day. People from your old life start to notice. They ask questions. Careful questions, the kind designed to figure out how much you have without directly asking. You give vague answers. You've learned something important. Money changes how people see you, and not always in the ways you want. An old friend asks to borrow $15,000. You give it to him. He doesn't pay it back. You let it go, not because you're generous, because the friendship is already gone. You just didn't know it yet. Level 7, $1 million. You cross it on a Thursday. No special day, no occasion. You're sitting in a coffee shop in a city you flew to for a meeting. You refresh your portfolio, and there it is. 1,004 times 322s. You close the app, order another coffee, go back to your notes. The world looks different now, but not because it changed. You changed. You sit in rooms with people who have 10 times what you have, and you watch them carefully. They don't talk about money. That's the first thing you notice. They talk about time. They talk about access. They talk about who they know and where they're going next. You start thinking in a different dimension. Not monthly revenue anymore, annual, not annual, decades. But here's what no one tells you. The higher you climb, the more you have to protect. Your accountant, your attorney, your structure, your exposure. You're not just managing a bank account now. You're managing a target on your back. Level 8, $5 million in net worth. You have a team now. Not contractors, employees, people who depend on you. That weight is real. You think about it differently than you thought you would. You thought money would feel like freedom. And it does, but it also feels like responsibility. You sell your first business. It closes on a rainy Tuesday. The wire hits your account that afternoon. $2.3 million after taxes, after fees, after everything. You sit in your car in a parking garage for 20 minutes, not celebrating, just feeling the weight of it. Then you start planning the next one. That's when you realize the game never ends. It just changes levels. You start receiving offers, investment deals, private equity introductions, a partnership in a fund. The world of real money is small, and it's exclusive, and it moves fast. You make your first bad investment, $180,000 into a deal that collapses 6 months later. Gone. You don't tell anyone. You write it off. You move forward. But you never forget the feeling. Loss at this level isn't devastating, but it's a warning. Don't get sloppy. Level 9, $20 million. You don't look at the number anymore. That stops somewhere around 8. What you look at now is allocation, risk, legacy. You have a family office structure now, a real one. 3 advisors, a legal team on retainer, an accountant who has handled 1 acquisition before breakfast this morning. You fly business class and feel nothing. You remember a time when you watched a business class passenger from economy and told yourself one day, now it's just a seat. That's what no one tells you. The milestones don't feel the way you think they will. The things that make you feel alive now are different. Building something, solving something no one has solved, sitting across from someone brilliant and learning something that shifts the way you think. But the other side of 20 million is something darker. You see it in the people around you. The ones who made it and lost themselves, who bought the house, the cars, the life they thought they wanted, and wake up empty. You've been careful, but you're not immune. Some nights you lie awake and wonder who you would be if none of this had happened. You don't have an answer. Level 10, $100 million. You don't say it out loud. You almost never say it out loud. At this level, money is no longer a number. It's a system, a structure, a force. You have people whose only job is to manage other people who manage your money. You attend meetings you can't talk about publicly. You know things about the economy, about policy, about what's coming before most people have any idea. And here's the truth that will haunt you. It's lonely, not in a dramatic way, in a quiet, suffocating way. The people in your life are either on the payroll or they want to be. You can't trust the compliments. You can't trust the friendships. You smile at dinner parties and say the right things and get in the car afterward and feel completely, utterly alone. You think about the kid who had $11 in his account. He was scared. He was desperate. He ate rice and eggs and checked his balance 3 times a day. But he had something you've been quietly losing ever since. Clarity. He knew exactly what he wanted. You've gotten everything he asked for, and now you don't know what you want at all. You open your phone, check the balance, close the app, stare at the window. And somewhere out there, someone with $11 in their account is lying in bed, staring at the ceiling, making the same decision you once made. Never again. The cycle continues. It always does.